Welcome, welcome, welcome to the show, friends, fans, people who enjoy all things Monday Night Raw from previous and this week. And you know what we do on a Monday night when we come straight to you people, our fans, our window lickers, our friends. We bring a Canadian friend and we bring the couch champion of the world, the Parmesan chicken deluxe, the bacon that is
Oh
cut
my god.
directly off the back and thrown right onto the grill. He is the Bulkster. Bulkster, I can't wait to get into this one. I have a special treat for both of you.
Oh,
But real quick, how have you been, my friend, since the last time we seen you?
he's talking to you, Terry.
He's
Yeah,
talking to
Bulkster.
you,
No, I'm
brother.
talking to you, Bulkster.
Talking to you,
Oh,
Bulkster. You said
well, the
Bulkster.
Bulkster.
Are you gimmicking on me?
Well, let me talk to you, JJ.
Yeah, that was the point.
Bulkster's been doing pretty good. This weekend's been on fire.
Okay.
Bulkster's been out there run the ropes and out there in the gambling world and
Oh yeah, you've been hitting the
winning
Pai
first place
tables.
in a tournament
Yeah,
and
Pai Gow,
poker tournament
Right on.
some baccarat.
and now I'm like here ready for Raw to talk about Raw
All
with our
right.
buddies here, and
Yeah.
let's get down to it. What's Bubba up to?
Well, we got Bubba Duke, the
Yeah.
Canadian cantaloupe, the cutter that wishes he was here in America.
America.
You know our favorite Canadian bacon friend there, Bubba Duke. How have you been, my friend?
You were getting better at that. I will give you credit. You were getting better. I'm doing good, man. I've had a great day. The shoot job went smoothly today. No
Sweet.
hiccups. So I've had a great day, and I'm gonna throw a little tidbit out here. Talking to a new lady.
Oh, lady
Yeah,
talk.
buddy. And I got a good feeling about this one.
Well, good. We're happy
Yeah.
that you're happy right now, Bubba. But let me enlighten both of you because I'm pretty sure you're both wondering what is going on behind the scenes. We don't know.
Of
Well,
course.
let me tell you. I have a friend stopping by to talk a little raw with us. And this, my friends, window lickers, you will know this face. This was my partner, my tag team friend, the
No.
one, the only Hypocrisy Jones. How are you doing, my friend?
Yo, what is up, Window Lickers family out there? Yo, what is up, everybody? I'm so happy to join. I kind of just bullied my way in here because I
It's
told
never
come on.
bully.
I said, "Hey, I'm gonna jump in." And Josh was like, "Yeah,
It was
Come
so
on.
hard to twist his rubber arm,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
absolutely." But I'm excited. I'm excited to be back on Window Lickers. I'm excited to lick some windows. I'm excited to lick some something. I don't know. Bro. Hold on, let me.
Whoa.
Actually,
My bad.
not only are you a window
Pause, bro.
licker, my friend, not only that, but you are officially part of the Boar's Nest now. So welcome
Yeah.
to the Boar's
Well,
Nest.
look at that.
Boar's Nest.
The
Sweet.
boar's nest.
Do I got to make a special noise? Is there like a sound? For
Hell
that,
no,
or-
just be yourself, man.
All right, cool.
Just be
cool.
hypocrisy.
Yes, I love being hypocrisy, bro. I
Well-
love being hypocrisy.
So stoked that you decided to hit technology and ask if you could be a part of the show.
Yeah.
Great to have you come on. So the format here is basically we all three have a topic from past Raw, from last week's Raw, and then we go into a topic of coming up Raw, the preview portion of it. So just feel free to jump in with any of the topics that we're discussing. I think tonight, who did we start off with? The Bulkster last week? I think
I
we
can't
did.
remember, dude.
I'm pretty sure we did.
May I
We-
may I start you guys off with a topic that maybe it may not be directly Raw related, but I feel like personally, I feel like it's going to have some implications on what happens on Raw tonight.
okay.
So if you guys are just pulling from last Monday, I would like to pull from last Friday. where we saw Dominic Mysterio interfere in Mysterio's match, and I would love to see or hear you guys' opinions on what you think we're doing with that, where you guys think that's going, and do you think there's going to be like an LWO appearance, maybe Rey Mysterio appearance tonight on Raw?
Well, I've heard, and it could be completely BS, that what they're trying to do is set up Dominic Rey WrestleMania retirement match where his son retires the old man.
I love that idea.
That's what I heard.
Okay.
Again,
Terry.
it could be complete BS, but
Bulkster, what's your thoughts on both of them?
That's what I think. As soon as I seen him on SmackDown, it was kind of like out of the blue, and I'm like, it feels rushed a little bit because it's like, hey, we got 3 weeks from WrestleMania. What are we gonna do? And I've kind of heard tidbits in the wind that they want to add a few more matches to the card, to have seven matches on each night. Which right now they're missing 4, so they need 4 matches between now and Mania to make that happen. And one of them was, I was thinking, well, if they're doing this, I could either do. It all depends. Are they trying to put more faces on Mania, as in like, so everybody gets to be a part of it? So they're either going to do a Rey Dom 2, or they will do a Dominic and Santos.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Rey and a partner of his choosing of, one of the LWOs, Carlito, who knows, just to get more people on Mania so they can, make their money, make their Mania money.
And
that
makes perfect sense.
I wouldn't be upset with Carlito showing up on WrestleMania. He's been a hot minute.
Yes.
So I think that's what we're leading to. I think we're leading to either a big one-on-one match, like retirement type style, or we're just going to get a massive one side versus one side.
I got you.
Okay.
No, that could, if we're going with the route of you're going to make money at this one event with these two, again, they're repeat, they're number 2. That would be the route I would go. But as a fan, I'm not too big into it. If I'm going to be completely honest, to me, this is what you've done. You've taken Dominic Mysterio, who over the past last time he faced his dad in a ring, the evolution of what Dominic has done since then,
huge,
and it has been huge. He's one of the favorite heels out there, and to me, okay, yes, since we're all nutting over finishing stories and doing all that, sure. if that's your jam and you want stories finished and you need it done and that's the only way you can sleep at night, sure, go ahead.
We talking about stories?
We talking about
stories?
Yeah,
we talking about stories?
That's all we can talk about.
This is the only thing we can do is talk about stories.
Exactly.
Because everybody has a story. Everybody has a story.
They do. And they do, but do we need to hear everybody's story? I don't think so when it comes to the progression of Dominic over the past year and what he's been able to do. I think this is just, yes, is it appeasing some fans? Most definitely. Are they going to make money at it? Of course they are. Get your money. But that to me shows that you ran out of ideas for Dominic, and that's scary. That scares me. Yeah, when you see the evolution of Dominic, and this is just coming as a fan of Dirty Dom.
Dirty Dom actually
ran out of ideas.
I don't think they have. I just think it's more Rey coming in and saying, if I can't wrestle anymore, this is who's going to take my legacy is going to be my kid.
I think the retirement aspect has a lot to do with that, and I think we'll eventually see, if not at this WrestleMania, maybe towards SummerSlam, we'll probably see a career versus career match with Dom and Rey. I feel like WrestleMania.
Yeah,
I can see that. I could see that too, but I could see probably this WrestleMania, like you guys were talking about, probably a multi-man match, maybe LWO and probably some form of Legado. But I also feel like Dominic Mysterio is on his way out ski of the Judgment Day. So where this maybe looks like they don't have ideas for him, he's been kind of towing the lines of, hanging out with their Andrade, and now he's helping Santos. So maybe there is a new evolution to Dom's character and where he's going to take this next step.
Or it's a giant swerve for him to just completely crush him in another group of guys.
Right.
Could be
And
that
it'd
too.
still be with Judgment Day.
I've heard
Could be.
I've heard whispers of mask versus hair.
Oh, he'll never
I
get
don't
rid of
know.
the mullet.
I don't know what bald Dom though.
Look, Dirty Dom has grown
Dirty
on
Dom with a bald head.
for the past year. I like a lot of what they've done with him, including the 2K24 game. I like the storyline with him popping in there. It was fun. Again, if you're gonna make money, this is how you make money.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
Honestly, though, I don't need that. I don't need the Rey Mysterio retirement match, and that's me. I was never really a big Rey fan. I appreciate what he did. I loved him. I think the NWO should have swung harder against the Semi when they were swinging him like a bat. But that's just me.
Damn.
That's not everybody.
Wow.
There's a lot of people out there.
What
who
did
Whoa.
Ray
enjoy
do
it.
to you?
I don't understand it.
Oh my.
I don't. Like,
Wow. That hurts
And-
me right here, dude.
well, it should.
Being-
And what should
being a
hurt
guy
him
from
is knowing the fact that
Lucha.
the only reason he had a heavyweight championship is because Eddie died.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, come on. You guys are telling me
Wow.
you believed in that Rey Mysterio title run. You guys were all just sitting there holding on to your fucking luchador mask. Just, "Ooh,
Dude, I
can't
wore
wait.
a
This
Rey
is
Mysterio
amazing."
mask every time he
No.
wrestled with that title.
Get out.
You hurt my feelings today, dude.
What?
Like, seriously.
Tough enough.
You
wanna
need
cry.
to apologize.
No,
You-
I'm not apologizing.
I wouldn't expect him
That
to.
is not happening on this planet.
Well,
No,
That's
damn.
but-
what I feel. I that's me. But I respect
Yeah.
everything that he's done. I honestly do.
Yeah.
He was definitely he is a Hall of Famer. I mean, he's
Well, he
Rey
is a
fucking
Hall of Fame.
Mysterio. But all right, so since last week we started with Terry, I'm almost 100%
Yeah.
positive. Bubba Duke, let's jump into your story.
It's really funny that we talk about Rey Mysterio, or not Rey Mysterio, but young Mysterio here and his group that he's with, because I'm doing Ricochet
Mhm.
and the match he had with JD.
Yeah.
And how Dominic was out there, but you didn't really get a whole lot out of Dominic, really, so to speak. I mean, he was there for when he needed to be for his spots. But why have they not done shit with JD? Like, why is he being left in the dark right now? Basically, the joke of Judgment Day.
Hmm.
This dude can wrestle.
Oh yeah.
Like, I knew nothing of the guy before Judgment Day. Not a damn thing.
hmm
Seen him in Judgment Day. Went and did some research, like a real wrestling fan should. If you don't know somebody, do some research on them.
Especially
Dude can
this-
wrestle.
Oh yeah.
Why in the hell? Why are they doing this to him? Dude could
Well-
have that Intercontinental title, really.
It's because if you Google him too much, you'll find out too much.
Yeah.
Oh, so I didn't Google enough, is what you're saying?
No. His name is JD Don't McGoogle me. Did you not know this?
That's awesome. No, I did not know that. Explain.
So do you remember during the times of Me Too and things like that? There was a wrestling Me Too movement that came out where there were allegations of adult misconduct on JD's
Yep.
behalf. I don't know how. Obviously, he was not let go, so I would assume that things were
BS.
not were you can assume that things were not founded, but during the same time that they let a lot of guys out or go, his name was circulating in those circles as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
mean,
so
they're-
yeah, I didn't research enough on Mr. JD then, but he has talent regardless.
He does have
does
talent. He does have talent and a big asset.
fantastic talent.
So they need to utilize this guy like they've been doing with Dom, because I hated Dom when he first came in. I was like, oh, the little kid just needs to get out of here. You're not ready for this yet. Go away. Now, I'm sold on Dom after that match he had with Gunther, and I agree he should not be the guy to take, quote unquote, the mask from Ray and retire Ray. It should not be him. Too much pressure for the kid, as far as I'm concerned. I wouldn't want to end my old man's career and be that kid or that guy known for the rest of my career. You killed your father's career. He was the best guy in the world, you know?
Yeah, but
Don't want
Dominic
it.
could pull that off so well.
He could now. I have the
would-
confidence now he could.
Dude, I would buy T-shirts of him ripping off that mask.
Yeah, it's not like I haven't seen Ray
Yeah,
without his mask.
yeah,
you know,
but
everybody
I'm
has.
talking about the symbolism of him
Oh, him ripping the
retiring
mask
Rey
right off.
Mysterio, ripping that mask off for one last time. Boom, done. No
Go
more.
home. Yeah. He could pull it off. I just don't want it to be him.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Hypocrisy. Any thoughts on what Bubba Duke just presented us?
With Ricochet and JD, I thought it was
Yeah.
a spectacular match, and I think there is a dynamic in Judgment Day that they are trying to pull out right now.
Mhm.
You have Finn, you have Damian. They are on top, obviously, with Rhea,
Yes.
and basically, like, Dom and JD really have to prove themselves. Although this was Dom's opportunity, Dom was supposed to have an opportunity this week, right? Didn't he also wrestle?
I believe he did.
Yeah. I think they both wrestled. They both wrestled. They have both wrestled Ricochet in the last 2 weeks. So I think what they're trying to do
Yeah, you're correct.
here is show that there definitely are weak links in the Judgment Day, and there's cracks to be filled.
Yeah.
But that's also why we saw precursors of like Andrade, and saw him in interaction with the Judgment Day prior to the JD match.
Yeah. And we have Chris Best chiming in. No worries, Chris Best. Just glad you came to the game.
Yeah.
Now, Terry, we really haven't heard your actual thoughts on Dom. And as a fan, for the length you've been a fan, how is your perception of Dirty Dom coming in and being him?
Dirty Dom, like I said, he's like I said, when he was tag teaming with his dad, it was kind of stale. But once he went on his own, I loved last year's WrestleMania match. It was freaking awesome. I loved it. The build for it and all that stuff, and Dom breaking out on his own.
But
Now
do
we
you
all
need a
know
number
it's
two?
huh?
Do you need a number two as a fan?
Do I need number two? Would I like to see the match again? As long as it's not the same match, the
It
same
wouldn't even
spots.
be.
I mean, if
wouldn't
it's
even be
something
close to
different.
it.
I mean, I think Dom has grown as a performer. I think we will see a lot of more of his recent characteristics come out in this match, because he was fairly new to being heel when he met Ray at WrestleMania. So I think a full year of building this heat that he has, it could be. I mean, I can't imagine how loud it would be.
Yeah.
Building heat, he didn't have to build heat. Bro literally grabbed a mic and he couldn't talk for 3 minutes.
Does it have to be a stipulation match? No. But if he just wants to, face his dad one more time, because his dad won last year, so he wants to win. I mean, yes, it's kind of cheap booking, but at least it wasn't back-to-back weeks. And it's like, I want you again. Maybe Ray would put a stipulation on it. Maybe Dom would say, hey, I just don't want to see your face no more. I'm going to put the stipulation on it. Maybe it won't be like, hey, if I beat you, you go away for good.
Yeah.
I think the match would be interesting. I think. I mean, I'd be game for it. I mean, I've always enjoyed nostalgia of Ray,
Yeah,
and then so yeah, I'm for it. I think it'd be a really fun match to see.
Well, I mean, it's the way when you put it to he's had this year to develop that heel character.
Yeah.
That would make me want to watch it a little bit. I could, but to me, I don't need it at WrestleMania. I don't need a gimmick. I don't need all that crap. Just if you're going to give me that match, give me that match. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, straight up.
So, any
You
last
guys were
thoughts?
WCW kids, huh?
Oh, I was.
Yes, I was.
Oh man,
I wasn't.
I
Not,
don't know. Every time I think of Rey Mysterio, I think of that WCW Cruiserweight division and him and Eddie and everything that they put into that, and as well as Jericho and guys like Dean Malenko and all of those guys. And I want to give Rey Mysterio and anyone from those class their flowers. So if for me,
No,
I'm good with the WrestleMania match, and retire and retire his dad, for Dom to be able to retire his dad at WrestleMania, especially with all the growth that he's had in the last year, as you guys were talking about. How much of a 360 turnaround is all of that, right?
Yeah.
How much more heat can you get?
I think I don't know. So I don't think he continues to get heat after even retiring his dad. I think I think he beats his dad, but he realizes that's his dad, and we start to see a turn of Dom. Like I said, I think there's inclinings of Dom changing very soon.
And that plays into both what you, Hypocrisy, and the Bulkster Terry was talking about. How we're seeing a slow, maybe another page turn of the Dominic Mysterio story. But we have Chris Best chiming in right before we get off this subject. I'm thinking it's a tag match with Ray and Andrade taking on Santos Escobar. And
you want to know something funny? I kind of screwed up. The match last week was Ricochet and Dominic.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah, and this week is JD and Ricochet. I mixed them both because they're whatever.
Yeah, no worries, man.
We
all knew exactly where you were at.
Yeah, I was tracking with you. That's why I was like, I think they've both wrestled in the last couple of weeks. So I think there was that there, but
it's this week he's doing JD.
It's okay, Bubba.
Regardless,
we
covered both gentlemen anyway in the match. So I'm glad it was against Ricochet, to be honest, because that cat can move.
Oh yeah, I mean he's the one who
he needs some W's too. So
he does need some W's, and this jumps right to exactly what Hypocrisy was bringing out about WCW. Ricochet is one of those guys that you could take out of today, plug him into that era WCW with those cruiserweights, and he would be perfectly fine, if not better than some.
Can you think Ricochet Psychosis?
Dude, I was just gonna say him and La Parka, Juventud Guerrero. Oh,
let's forget the name Ricochet. Let's put back Prince Puma.
Yeah, let's
go back to that with what he knows now.
Yeah,
in that era, dude, he would have been my number one guy.
Oh, yeah,
so Pat McAfee was throwing out some Prince Puma praises.
Yes.
What the last Raw. McAfee's on SmackDown, right?
Raw.
No, he's on Raw. I'm sorry. Yeah, he was throwing out some Prince Puma references.
Yeah. Michael Cole started it. And McAfee made a comment to make Michael Cole correct during broadcasting.
Love that. I would love to see Ricochet maybe take on more of that character in himself, because I don't see Ricochet doing a whole lot in his current character. So maybe that'd be an evolution for him.
Again, now that it's Triple H, there's a little more. I find a little more freedom with the characters.
Yes.
Where if you want to do a little bit of something that you used to do in the ring, well, hey, why not?
Exactly.
Just don't get hurt doing it.
Yes.
I like exactly where your head's at on that one. And speaking of that, let's go with Bulkster. Let's see where that big dome Parmesan fucking head is at on his
Tater.
his weekly.
Dude, I didn't even mind.
Well, let me talk to
yeah,
you,
I
brother.
forgot to do yours. Yeah, talk to us there, Bulkster. Don't worry, you got another segment, so I'll hit you with it then.
So this week, like I said, I'm just spinning my wheels on this whole Candace LeRae.
Oh,
Man,
jeez.
she is getting more and more on my radar, as in each week. What is she
Yeah.
gonna do? I'm kind of curious. I'm curious on where this is going. I mean, it's got piqued my interest. And then they put him up against Carter, and so far the team that they fought last week, I can't think of their two names. They need a
Party.
name. Who's the other one? Carter. And
Well, we call it in your house. We call them Life of the Party.
Life of the Party. Okay, they need they need to actually
Square.
name that because they're very forgettable names.
Yeah.
Right as of right now. But when she did her heel stuff with the leg, telling Indy to tag her in after she was all acting like she was, the whole ploy of her. So tag me in. Went in there and wrapped her leg around a steel post, and Indy was all like, "Well, who are you? Like, what in the world's going on?"
He's the confused
Pinzer.
again.
She's all happy. Like I said, it doesn't feel like either Indy's going to back away, which I feel Indy needs to go heel too, because I think she's boring without right now. She neither needs to go heel, or that Dexter Loomis guy needs to come back so she has somebody to tag along with, because right now she's just dead weight to Candace right now.
Oh yeah.
I see what you're saying. I just honestly, in her particular moment, I think they're having an issue with how to present her, and plus she hasn't had enough time to develop with the main roster fans. And before we go into it, the tag team that you were speaking of is Katana Chance and Caden Carter.
Yes.
And yes, Hypocrisy Jones and the In Your House crew do refer to them as is it Life of the Party?
Yeah, Life of the Party. I think that's their unofficial name for us, which I think is a better name.
I call them Casey Squared.
Ooh, that's nice too.
Oh yeah,
I think like I said, I'm excited to see what happens this week. Like I said, it kind of ties in with what I'm going for my preview, but when we get there, I'll get there. But I'm sticking with Candace for right now because I'm really invested in this character development. Hopefully it adds something to Indy. And like right now, I'm like curious if Indy's going to join her and have a epiphany of, hey, yeah, we need to do things different, or if she's going to be this goody two shoes and they'll have a small feud where they fight each other because they don't like the way one of the others doing things. Either way, I think it's good for Candace. I think this will elevate her character to where she doesn't have to go through tag team titles. She might be able, go look at the championships.
I see what you're saying. Let's jump to see if Hypocrisy Jones, any thoughts on exactly what the Bulkster's bringing up with Candice LeRae?
Yo, so these last couple weeks with Candice LeRae, first we saw her interact with Maxine Dupree, right? And she basically told her, "Hey, yo, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. Your gimmick ain't shit. Your wrestling style ain't shit. Yeah, everything about you ain't shit." And went on to demolish her. And then we saw this shady characteristic from her in this last interaction with Life of the Party, or Katana Chance and Caden Carter. I like this edge, and at least she's doing something. And if I'm Indy Hartwell, I better figure out what Candace is doing and imitate it very quickly, because you know why? This tag team division looks a whole lot better than being stuck at the bottom of that women's singles division.
So, yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong, brother. Not wrong.
Yeah, you're right on there with that. I enjoy the fact that just like how our hypocrisy brought up, there needs to be she needs to understand that there is a path being set in front of her, and Candice LeRae is the one blazing it, and she just needs to jump on it for the little bit, learn the bit, get your fandom up there with the fans, and then ride that wave right out of it wherever your character development goes. But I really like the fact that Bulkster, this Candice LeRae is piquing your interest, like her what she's doing in the ring, what she's doing on promos and things like that. I like that because a lot of people who just look at the cover of the show, what we do here, and they would think that, like we're not female driven when it comes to our liking of wrestling, and that's just simply not true. Like, I mean, me and you have talked multiple times about the different female athletes, and this is my issue with
Women be better than the men. I'm just saying.
There are some nights that the women's matches are way better than the men's.
Yeah,
and that's so. As fans of our ages, it's really cool to see it happen because we've seen the Valet era, we've seen the Divas era, we've seen all that, the evolution of all that, and now we're here seeing like Candice LeRae, Indy Hartwell. I'm still lukewarm on. I'm waiting for her. I'm waiting for her to take control of herself and her character and be confident in it before I jump on board with it. Not saying I don't appreciate what she does in the ring. I'm just like, you're not getting me with an Indy Hartwell match right now. I mean, I might watch the clips, but am I tuning into it? No. But again, Liv Morgan was somebody I said that about a lot. And now I'm ready. What is she doing? Okay, I'm watching. What I mean, she is impressed.
Catchphrase. Watch me.
Exactly. I mean, dude, she really turned it on. Bubba, so let's get into your opinions on what the old Bulkster brought to us with Candice LeRae.
I have to agree with him. There's that little spark, like you said, and I'm sorry, but if Indy doesn't either shit or get off the pot, she's either going to get left behind and back to NXT or completely out of the company altogether, or she's going to jump on this idea of, hey, we're not super baddies, but we're baddies when we need to be, and gets on that wagon. Dude, that character could take off too, and it would be epic to watch the two of them, not just the one, but the two of them rage through this division and possibly get titles in the future. Not saying right this minute, but if they start meshing better and the one doesn't look so confused, like what the hell just happened here, dude, shit could get real really fast for these two, and I hope it does. I really do.
I kind of feel like we're all on the same wavelength with this one.
And we don't have a tag team of women that do what we've seen underhanding tricks that Candice has been pulling,
Nothing
if
like that.
they can continue this. I mean, that's something I would think Shayna Blazer and Zoe would have been doing.
Right.
But instead we have Candice doing it. And it's like,
little itty bitty Candice is out there.
It's
kicking
better
ass.
since it's out of character of her, right? Like, because no one saw this coming. No one saw this or expected this from her. We just I can remember with the Maxine thing, like, I not gonna lie, I wasn't paying attention to the match, right? And then I heard her start going in, and I was like, oh shit, we shooting? Like, and like that's what caught me.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing that grabbed me in. It wasn't their wrestling, and like that's a sad thing. But like I wasn't too into that particular tag match, but that drew me in, and that's what you need.
Isn't that
little
what we
extra
all said last week? We were not really paying attention to this match until she got up in that girl's face and started
Yes.
just, the finger in the face and just yelling.
Yeah.
We were all like, "Whoa, what's happening?"
Yeah. I thought they were about to ask for the manager. I didn't know what was going on.
Dude, I thought she was gonna slap that girl stupid. To be honest, I was like, "What in the world's going on here? Why are they?"
But that little bit of sprinkle of like almost truth, like what if, what is she doing? Why the
Right.
element of surprise? You mix those things just right, and you actually can shoot yourself into superstardom. It's like the Chris Jericho coming to Raw for the very first time. He didn't know how he was going to be received from the fans. He's told to go out there and make fun of the guy who is the mouth of the company, which it was The Rock at the time. And they didn't tell them, hey, he's going to shoot on you and he's going to shoot hard. They just thought, okay, well, here he is, Chris Jericho.
Yeah, it's yeah.
You fall in love with those moments because it gives you a sense of realism, and that's why I fall in love with them. I think those are amazing moments.
That's what got me too.
So let's kick it into gear for the preview portion. Hypocrisy. Is there any matches or anything that's coming up on this Raw that you've heard that you might be looking forward to?
Well, I mean, it's tonight's in the Midwest, right? In like a prominent Midwest city, right?
I believe so. I'm pulling that up right
Chicago.
now.
Yeah,
It's in
yeah.
Chicago.
Chicago.
And
I don't know about y'all, but like there's this man named Phil and he has some things to say. I know he can't wrestle right now, but
that we know of.
I don't think he's wrestling anytime soon. Not yet. But I think that he is going to include himself somehow into this World Heavyweight Championship match between Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins. And I'm excited to see what Phil has to say. I'm very excited to see what Phil has to say, actually.
You can hear it in your voice.
I'm so sorry, bro.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You got
Excitement.
fandom, bro. It's
good.
I mean,
no, it's he is about to come out and just he is about to verbally assassinate Drew McIntyre in some way, because Drew has been trolling and has
like
hasn't stopped keeping CM Punk's name out of his mouth. Like, it just stayed there. So I mean, I'm interested to see where this goes.
No,
I like that reference.
Totally understand that. I mean, tell me you're not trying to have a big moment without telling me you're trying to have a big moment. You're bringing CM Punk back out onto the stage in Chicago. You know you're going to get that pop. You know he's ready to go in. I mean, I don't think we've heard that much from CM Punk really since he got injured. And usually when things like that happen, when he's quiet, it's just he's fucking sitting back in his basement in Chicago. I don't know, listening to Eminem, just sitting in the corner, just one light on, just right now. I'm gonna get him. There's gonna be so many pipe bombs just flying out of my.
He has been on social media, I think, once, talking shit, just laying shit out. He goes, my arm might be hurt, but I'm literally rehabbing this thing every day harder than I've rehabbed ever.
Mm-hmm.
Watch out, I'm coming back.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And then that was it, right? It was just this really quick little bit. And he was like, just, I'm coming. It's coming. I'm coming. He was talking a ton of this.
We've all learned to know that CM Punk Phil, any chance he has the time to run his mouth and say what he wants to say, he doesn't hold back. So if he's holding back, the Triple H, all them, they have something set up. I mean, last time I seen CM Punk in Chicago, Cody was there, and Cody threw his belt out, and the crowd bullied a little kid to throw it back. The little kid threw it back. I would have flipped off the crowd and been like, I'm keeping this Cody Rhodes belt. You guys can kiss my ass. I don't get.
Yeah, literally,
Come
right?
find me out in the street because I got this belt. I'm pretty sure I'm going to hit a couple of you.
Last time I
Yeah.
saw Punk was in Chicago at the Dynamite Before Brawl Out.
Mm.
Yeah.
So that was interesting.
Yeah, he definitely has an impact anytime he's in Chicago.
I-
Terry,
He was one of the 600 in attendance.
so Terry, give us your insight there on
Hundreds.
your old boyfriend there, CM Punk. You're
But,
so happy he left AEW. Me and Terry got into a verbal argument over CM Punk. So this dates back a while.
I'm
Oh, God.
excited. I mean, CM Punk's entertaining. I mean, I'm glad
He
he's
is.
back,
He is.
and so I mean, it's going to be a wild night in Chicago. I mean, they've already stated that they, like I said a few weeks ago, they opened up more seats. It's going to be. They've already said that this might be the largest attendance of Raw at Allstate because they
That's
had to
crazy.
change the entrance to like they did in Survivor Series, where there's only an
Oh,
entrance.
really?
There's no, they don't have the Titantron and all that stuff. They had to open up the
Holy
whole thing.
fuck.
So it's going to be
pretty epic.
it's going to be a wild night.
Man,
It's
they're
always wild in
expecting some
Chicago.
fun. Oh yeah.
I just think dude's coming out. He's going to talk a lot of this, and it's going to be fun.
I think he's either going to do one or two things. He's either put himself in some facet of the title match. I think it's more so he'll be the host of WrestleMania, kind of like a New Day.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, right.
That's good.
I'm
too.
thinking he might just be the host of it, and yeah, he might come out and make a stipulation. You know how they come out. Oh, wait, Drew, we're gonna make we're gonna make this no holds barred, or something like that.
Dude, he honestly, if you put him as the host this year, not only are you keeping him engaged with the storylines that he's already developing with like McIntyre, Seth, and those guys,
Mhm.
You also give him the ability to dabble in being CM Punk and just creating a moment,
Yes.
dropping the bomb and letting it
Preach
just
it,
go
man.
off and seeing what happens. That's the CM Punk I love. That's the CM Punk I'm waiting for.
Yep.
I just rewatched him talking about the revamp of ECW and how fucking depressing it made him, the Big Show, all the other guys that were involved, because it was like, what are you guys doing? It's not ECW. You bastardized it and then tried to force it down everybody's throat.
Yep.
So I'm still not full blown ready to cheer on CM Punk. I still need to see him in a ring. I want to see the Seth Rollins story. I think that's where he's going to get me. So if him and Seth can pull that off and have a Dynamite storytelling, I'm going to be a fan. I'm going to enjoy it. It'll be something I'm definitely going to be
For sure.
into. So,
Definitely.
well, Bubba, since you had your little Canadian
Meltdown.
crying moment, your floppy head was like,
Oh, give me a break. I don't even care.
All right, Bubba, get your review or your preview topic.
You got my email wrong there, by the way. It's supposed to be at Bubba OMD.
Who's emailing?
Just let everybody know at Bubba OMD. Anyway,
Oh,
so
yeah,
I was gonna do Ricochet and JD, but I already covered that in the preview review part
His
of the show
clairvoyance.
Yeah.
because I'm an idiot.
It's
Can't
okay, buddy.
read. I'm gonna go Jey Uso taking on Shinsuke Nakamura.
Ooh, it's a good one.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna steal that one from anybody who had it. This is gonna be an epic match, but I have a feeling somebody's gonna interfere, being a Uso to screw up his brother because they're having their big WrestleMania match, brother versus brother. But I see Shinsuke getting some good brownie points in this one because he needs them right now going into WrestleMania, where Jay really doesn't need that kind of, we'll call them brownie points right now with the fans, you know?
Yeah.
He really doesn't. He's main
Yeah.
event. The Yeet, you know, he doesn't acknowledge anybody but himself at this point. But I see shenanigans, as the Bulkster would call it, going down tonight.
He doesn't
we
know
could,
words that large.
he doesn't know it's large. But I just see, I could see like Cody having to come out and help. Our world heavyweight champion coming out to help, because I don't think Jimmy's coming alone. If he comes, you know damn well he's not going to come alone.
Yeah.
So
I thought-
we're going to have some shenanigans.
You're putting
I
a
see
whole
it.
lot of faith into a dirty politician, man. I don't know if he's gonna come out and soil his hands just to help. I can see Seth doing it because he has to live the gimmick right now, but not that dirty politician. I don't know about all that.
What dirty politician you be talking
Yeah,
about?
Homelander.
Come on now.
Duh.
That's my homie.
I honestly, I'm really surprised that Shinsuke, that they're now dabbling with him in storylines like this, instead of like throughout the past couple of years doing these storylines. I love Shinsuke. I think he's a fantastic feature in WWE. I think he's really somebody who understands wrestling on a different level than any of us will ever understand it. And
God, yeah.
he shows that in his moves, his strong style, his abilities. And honestly, he shows it in his promos. The dude is, like, I talk to my kids when he's on there.
Yeah.
I'm like, that dude's an alien. He's just a straight up extraterrestrial, because I don't understand how he's so good at it. How he gets that when he's doing a promo and he knows that this next line is going to get you, even though it's not in the same language I understand or I speak,
Right?
you can sense it, you can see it in him. He
Yeah.
understands the sincerity that he needs to push, and then he also understands that level of evil, diabolical Shinsuke Nakamura
Oh, yeah.
shit that he's able to pull off.
Dude, it's incredible.
Dude, so I just, it's almost like they're teasing us with
They are.
really, really cool matches here with Shinsuke as of the past couple weeks.
Yep.
Sprinkling them in,
Yeah.
and I want more. I really want a really good WrestleMania moment for Shinsuke. Terry, where are you at?
I think it'll probably be a good match. Like I said, Shinsuke will make sure it's a good match. Jay's doing good too. I also, like I said, I agree. Shenanigans will be had.
Oh, you do know the word. Oh, okay.
And Jimmy will get involved in some way. I mean, they got to still build this whole
Yeah.
thing, which I'm hoping Shinsuke gets the win. Shinsuke needs a win. I just think his character
Very
needs
true.
a win. So it wouldn't hurt Jay to lose by interference
No.
to Shinsuke, because it's been a build Jimmy and Jay further, and give Jimmy or Shinsuke, hey, I got to win over Jay, and like I said, right now they're not really doing too much with them. They're giving them good fights, good people to main event picture people. I think maybe after Mania we'll get maybe a little bit, hopefully more story for Shinsuke to have like a one-on-one feud.
I could pick it.
So right now, I mean, they just kind of have him going to this guy to this guy to this guy to kind of build them up, which, like I said, he does a good job of what he's doing. I think eventually it'll pay off for him.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for. So that's my take on this match.
Yeah, totally agree with what you're saying on that. I hope we get a cool Shinsuke moment. this WrestleMania. I'm pretty sure.
I
it
hope
will.
so. Yeah.
Jones, did you have any other thoughts on that?
On Shinsuke and Jay, I think
Yeah.
that's going to be a really good match. Jimmy is definitely probably getting involved somehow. Yeah, shenanigans galore. This is probably going to be I would imagine there would be bloodline heavy presence in this this episode of Raw. I'd be surprised if not. Is tonight the night that we get The Rock on Raw, or is that still out a couple weeks?
No, it says
it's out a couple weeks. I believe.
Okay,
I thought
couldn't
they
remember.
announced that he was. I heard a rumor that he's supposed to come to Chicago, but that's just something. Somebody popped up and said, "Oh, Rock has mentioned that he's going to be in Chicago." I guess it's a surprise visit, but
Okay,
maybe not.
I didn't see anything like that, but there's a chance that
there is a possibility. I read something today about it.
It is a big Raw. I mean, if you're going to have CM Punk in Chicago,
Yeah.
Really first time since the injury, it seems like they add on as the past couple surprises that we've gotten. When we get Rock on a SmackDown, there's also a Cody match that fucking blows the roof off. Like there's just so many. There's so many like. I believe House and Jones, you were saying it. The problems that they have with the amount of talent. Oh, boo-hoo, poor us. I mean, those are what a
an
problem.
Embarrassment of riches.
Yeah.
The Rock is set to return on the April 1st episode of Raw.
Oh,
So
that could be an April Fool's show.
Maybe.
April Fools.
That's just mean.
The Rock is a fool.
Yeah. But yeah, WWE has an embarrassment of riches right now. It's just like there's not too many ways they can't they can't produce a good product, because like they could almost just pick a handful of guys and just be like, hey, we have these ideas, go do this. And you go do that.
Yeah.
As opposed to maybe some other companies that are like, hey, we have these ideas, go do some stuff. And
it falls flat on its face.
I ain't naming names, I ain't saying stuff, but like, some stuff hits well and some stuff doesn't.
Very true.
That happens anywhere you go, really.
Absolutely.
Even local shows, we've had that when I was wrestling.
Everywhere.
The booker would be like, okay, I want you and you. Here's what's, figure it out. And we'd throw shit at the crowd and nothing.
Yeah.
And then the same match a week later, and everything we did was the same thing, but it got over this time. I think it's a big portion is what the crowd wants.
Well, knowing your audience makes a huge difference.
That's always a big thing.
Huge difference. No matter when you're performing anything, knowing your audience. I just recently I dabble in stand-up comedy now, so I just did a stand-up show this weekend, and I thought I would have some jokes that really, really landed. Some of the jokes that like I thought were gonna really land, they kind of fell flat. But like different audience hit, absolutely hit. But like these things happen. You just got to know how to adapt and and kind of overcome these things as any kind of performer, right?
Yeah. 100%.
Jones is completely right. I was actually going to bring up that exact. Me and him talked about it when he showed me the clip, and that's the thing that I love about wrestling, though, and like multiple comedians on a show, is if you build the show that everybody gets a taste of what they like, you have a great show. People are talking about your show. Then they're talking about who was on the show, things like that. So it all brings it together, and I think that's what I really love, the blending of comedy and wrestling worlds when you do things like that. So, all right, fellas, that was a great show. We had a surprise.
Beautiful.
Run in.
I'm happy I jumped in on this, man.
I'm happy you did too, man.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for having me.
you have an open spot, and what we like to do at the end is we give everybody their moment to get all their socials out, let everybody know. Maybe they like you, maybe they like your face, and they're like, hey, I need some more hypocrisy in my life. So why don't you just drop some socials, let them know what you do, man.
I got you. Look, check it out. My name is, how does this work? This way. My name is Hypocrisy Jones. You can find me anywhere you can spell that on social medias, whether it's TikTok or Facebook or X or whatever anything is called. But you can also find me on a podcast called the In Your House Podcast. That's HOWSE, and that W stands for work, because we always out here grinding and working and doing whatever we can in this wrestling community. But I'm also part of a page called the Kokomo Press that you can find on Facebook. We are a community satire page where we open the doors of our community in a humorous form for the world to see, and we do a whole lot of other fun stuff. Like I was just saying. We just held a comedy show this past weekend. We also hosted an open mic comedy session at a local bar. So if you're ever in the Kokomo, Indiana area, come check us out, man. It's every Thursday. We're hosting an open mic, doing a lot of things, man. But like I said, you can follow me, Hypocrisy Jones. I've already spoke too long. Anywhere you can spell that.
That's fantastic. I mean, you guys are out there doing amazing things, and you're individually doing awesome things.
Trying.
I mean, I love it. We've been friends for a while now, and this is where we connect. We connect on all this creation, all this. So it's fantastic seeing you out there doing it. The one, the only, the Canadian rump shaker. He is Bubba Duke. There you go. I played it 2 times for you, so you can't be bad the next time I forget.
Email though.
That's awesome, dude. I love
Let them know where they
that.
can get you, Bubba Duke.
You can find me on the Face of Bookses at the Boar's Nest with Bubba Duke. You can just click that join button, and I will add you to the Boar's Nest. You can see me on the YouTubes at Bubba OMD. Again, capital B, Bubba, capitals on OMD. You can catch me and my buddy Thursday nights. OMD doing some gaming. This week we have a new game for y'all. We finished I finished Gears 5 because that stupid game wouldn't let us connect together because I killed the wrong dude in the game 2 minutes before that one. But we are playing a new game. It's kind of a mix between Indiana Jones and Fortnite with a little Call of Duty in there. It's a really cool game. We've played the first mission and I'm hooked. We also have another game that is more of a murder mystery hacker slasher kind of movie, but it's a game. Sweet. So keep an eye out for that. We're actually going to rotate between the 2 games while we do this. And it's all brought to you by my brand new sponsor, True North Customs. The guy actually sponsored the segment for the 2 games. So we are going to rock them out.
Awesome. And it's fantastic seeing you getting some sponsorship. Now, American friends, you can't order that shit yet.
Not yet.
They're working on it. So give these Canadians some fucking time. Everything's covered in maple syrup up there. So
don't start with my maple syrup.
It takes a while to get shit shipped.
Maple syrup is yummy.
It is yummy. Man, they act like we wouldn't appreciate them sending products covered in maple syrup. I most certainly would.
I can understand how it could slow up the mail system, though.
Yeah, really gross.
It gets a little sticky.
Yeah.
Bulkster, our big, bad Parmesan chicken champion.
Chicken palm, chicken sandwich making.
He can't even finish it.
Chicken palm champion.
Champion. The TikTok wife destroyer. We know where you're at. Let the fans know where they can find you.
So you can find the Bulkster and all the Bulkamaniacs at the Bulkster Show on YouTube. Just look up the Bulkster Show. You'll find all the reruns of these great shows. You'll also find gaming. Right now, no new gaming as of yet, but that's in the works. But a lot of stuff from the past that you can rewatch and see me kill a bunch of zombies in Resident Evil, or if it's role playing, I got the first Final Fantasy VII remake, all on there. A little bit of God of War, and a little bit of everything. So check that out. Looking at me, it looks like I could be Canadian, because I like gravy on everything too.
Wow.
But anyway,
I'm gonna put tens, man.
you can also find my Facebook, Bulk Bogan. Just look for a guy with my face. There's apparently a lot of imitators out there that like to be called Bulk Bogan too, which I find odd. But there is. So anyway, find me out there, and TikTok. As long as it stays functional and the government doesn't take it down, you can find me there on Bulkster Show also. A lot of stupid memes, fun stuff. Me picking on my wife, she enjoys it. I can't.
Your
I like to spoil it. Spoiler.
Fans, I'm telling you right now, go check his TikTok out.
You need to.
You're gonna enjoy some of the segments he does.
But
some
anyway,
you're gonna be like, you want to smack the shit out of him.
That one, I thought she was gonna kill you when you said it's my sister. Holy damn!
Yeah, dude, there's so many. I'm just like, how has she not stabbed him in his sleep yet? I'm just saying, Terry. Sometimes
Facebook question: Bubba Duke's beard comment. What?
Question: Bubba Duke's beard comment. I don't know. All right, fans. Well,
yeah.
You've hung out with me and my friends for the night. Right before this Raw kicks off, CM Punk is going to be back in Chicago. It is I, the Voice. You can catch me out there on Facebook. You can catch me here. You can catch me hanging out with Terry. You can catch me hanging out with Bubba Duke. You can catch me in Turnbuckle Studios chats. You can catch me all those places. Just drop in, have some fun. And hopefully, guys, if I can, this weekend, we'll get another one of those variety shows that we were doing. Those were fun. We just won't let Terry touch the buttons.
Don't let the monkey push the buttons.
Give me buttons.
Taterhead pushing buttons.
We had the most viewers that we've had since we started Window Lickers.
Yeah.
They were like up to 13, 15 at once.
Okay.
And we were getting comments and shit like that. And Terry's like, oh, I'm so tired, guys. I've got to go to bed. And he fucking hit end stream and dumped it.
He dumped us, dude, like a bad habit.
Us.
Oh no,
dude!
I'm new to the admin stuff. I just used to being the generic, hey,
dude,
leave stream.
And it's perfectly fine, but Jones, you know how you feel when that happens.
This is how you lose button privileges.
Yeah. Yep.
I asked.
Well, fans, thank you again for joining us. Thank you. Go out there, check out Jones, check out the In Your House crew, check out Terry, what he's doing out on TikTok, check out Bubba Duke and OMD, and we're gonna raid out to our friends over there at Turnbuckle Studios. The Raw review, Raw. What do they call that? The Raw Patrol.
Raw Patrol.
Oh yes, and go check out the open mic that Jones was talking about.
That's a cool poster, dude.
Yeah, you're gonna love it. Check out the videos. You are gonna see so many. You're gonna see so many people out there supporting these comedians doing what they do. No one's a professional, but everybody's goddamn funny on there. I cannot wait to see the next one. And fans, friends, we will check you on the flip side.